Rigert's favorite diplomatic assistant. How Rigert has been busy bringing cultures together like a delicious stew made of strangers. Now Rigert could use your help. After our past success, it would be good to work with you again. As soon as Rigert returned home from successful diplomatic endeavoring, the Skald King sent him to Elsweyr with gifts for the cats. Rigert is always given the most important, most faraway missions. Problem is, Rigert lost the gifts. So many ways. First, a courier brought Rigert's package to Riverhold instead of Rimmen. Then, as our ship was boarding, a werebear attacked and stole honey needed for my special sweetbread. Last and not least, Rigert's famous minstrels are missing. Thank you, friend. Retrieve Rigert's package from Thadara in Riverhold Marketplace and meet me after in the Stitches. Rigert's diplomacy waits for no man, or woman, or cat. But be careful. Sweaty threats fill Elsweyr's deserts. Thank you, friend. Retrieve Rigert's package from the finest coats in all of Skyrim. A gift for Canon Reeve Jusdo to make peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Rigert would already have them if his courier wasn't completely incontinent. The package was delivered to Thadara in Riverhold Marketplace. It's impossible to find Windhelm-worthy honey in Elsweyr. But this cat merchant says honey flowers from Merryvale Moon sugar farms will work for baking sweetbread. Rigert's cooking is sure to make peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Rigert hired Skyrim's best band, the Screaming Mammoths, to play for Lady Issa. She has great influence with the cats, so Rigert needs to gain her favors to clinch peace between our peoples. Last Rigert heard, the band was at Valenwood Gate.
Many Khajiit travel to far off.
You can be assured that
Dragon's not enough. Now we deal with Dromothra, too.
Bright moons, Walker. Come speak with Nisuzi.
Greetings, Walker. Have you come seeking work? There is much to do here in Elsweyr. Much to do. All manner of work, Rook. Nisuzi offers tasks that you can tackle alone. Rahir gathers groups of warriors to face great beasts and savage warriors, and Battle Reef Tannerlina conscripts heroes for the most dangerous task of all, dragon hunts. Excellent. Please, speak to my associates and they'll help you get started. Here's a small retainer to keep your interest. Generous, yes? Ha! Good hunting, Walker. Don't forget to check back regularly, Walker. That retainer won't fill your belly for long. Don't forget to check back regularly. All manner of work, Rook. Nisuzi offers tasks that you can tackle alone. Rahir gathers groups of warriors to face great beasts and savage warriors, and Battle Reef Tannerlina conscripts heroes for the most dangerous task of all, dragon hunts.
You are looking for honest work, yes? Or something like honest work? Nisuzi has a task for you. We Bandari indulge in many passions, Walker. Song, dancing, sweet food, stories. But a cup of strong tea makes all these things better, yes? Nisuzi knows a place called the Tangle, where precious tea shrubs grow thick as cinchmains. Not just any tea. The Samar Pico, the finest tea in all of Tamriel. Such smooth, tannic flavor, such a sweet, citrusy finish. The mouth waters at the very thought, yes? Pluck the finest, tenderest leaves, and Nisuzi will see you well paid. This one appreciates your help and your discretion, yes? Hurry back when the job is done.
You love gold, yes? Or perhaps you just seek glory. Older here can supply you with both. Older here hears tell that an ancient Dromothra named Zalshim reappeared in the hidden moon shrine near Predator Mesa. A handful of Twilight Cantors banished her centuries ago, but evil spirits like Zalshim never stay gone for long. Yes, in fact. A Goutfang adept smuggled these funeral urns out of the ruin. Wise of him, since Dromothras can make puppets of the dead. But we should put them back once the bent cat is slain. Bad fortune to hold this sort of thing for long, yes? Swift paws make for quicker coin, child. You've got a job to do, yes? Get to it!
100 apologies, Walker, but the show is postponed for now. If you purchase a ticket, this one will gladly refund your gold. Oh, forgive Tahara. Her worry gets the better of her. One of my menagerie's most terrifying beasts escaped from his cage. I turned my back for only a moment to speak to an onlooker, you see, and pow! The monster burst free! Oh, a vicious beast with ravening jaws and beady black eyes. The Brett and Tahara bought it from called the creature Bertel. But do not let its silly name fool you. You seem capable. If you find Bertel, I will gladly share some of my profits with you. This one is humbled by your generosity, Walker. She will see you fully compensated for the danger of this task.
Guard! Intruder! Guard! I didn't want to call the guard, but you forced my hand.
helped the clan mother retake Arentia. Right moves, and well done.
Oh, dog droppings. All of them a new sandals, too. Damn.
This one caught that one in the act.
The criminal's dilemma is easily resolved. No, I've never made a mistake, but I understand the concept. Go.
My hero returns with the dread Bertel in tow. Surely the creature is under some powerful spell. Your magics astound even me. Ah, indeed you do. The Gorger of Glenumbra captured once more. Its bestial intellect swayed by the promise of grisly table scraps. Zisful, could you work with me here? It's part of the mystique. Just take your gold and act astounded, all right? The Gorger of Glenumbra returns! Feast your eyes upon his rippling musculature before he regains his appetite and feasts upon us all!
Just look at these monsters! Bajan has never seen something so hideous! Aside from his mother-in-law, of course. I jest, she's not so ugly. Her temperament, though, much worse than this lot.
Do you think it's safe to keep such creatures in the middle of town? If that dog escapes again, who knows what it will do?
Jarl, spare a kindness for a priest of 2 moons? Hadoras is at the end of his rope, dangling by the scruff. This one returns from warning the speaker of the Main of a dire prophecy, only to find his fellow priests speaking little sense and doing even less. Raving and rambling about our moon bishop's visions and growing more demented by the moment. She tells the priests to burn our moon sugar, so they do. She tells them to smear cheese upon the walls, so they do. She tells them to douse the temple fires with their tongues, so they do. I fear someone will die if this continues. Bright moons shine upon you, Walker. This one pursued his friend, Zarga, before you arrived. The fool chases a beast's young with a butterfly net, and woe unto him when their mother follows the commotion. Please, find Zarga before he is eaten. I last saw him run after the beasts into the wilderness to the west. I hoped he would not follow them into their den, but I would be a fool to believe that now.
It will do in the next raid. Shortclaw gives us nothing but scraps.
Would you like to hear the fragrant word of Azura? It was she who gave us shape and told us the 3 secrets. She who protected us from the wrath of Ifre and taught us the mysteries of the moons. Ah, yes. Mazdur entered this den of vagrants with the most honorable of intentions. He only wished to share the wisdom of Our Lady of Dusk and Dawn. This is the unfortunate result. That would be most appreciated. This one is sure you'll find the key nearby. Ah, and if you could recover Mazdur's amulet of Azura as well. The bandits' leader, Zareba Sharpclaw, seemed to admire it greatly. It will likely be by her side. Azura bless you, brave Rook.
Planning on raiding Hakoshe. I'm staying behind. Nearly got my tail chopped off last time. He's loony, all right.
You'd think that Azura would have warned the old loony to stay away from bandit dens.
The key, yes? If you would open the cage, then. Praise Asura for your timely intervention, Rook. Come now, let us speak outside. Mazdur is grateful for such a rescue. Were you able to find his amulet as well? Then you have this one's gratitude. And the gratitude of Asura as well, it seems. Just as Mazdur was leaving, he happened to find something of value. Take it as your well-earned reward. And so Mazdur is once again saved by the intervention of Asura. Through your actions, of course. As of late, this one's thoughts turn to Greenshade. While the Khajiit have always welcomed Asura into their hearts, the Wood Elves still look toward her with apathy. Perhaps it is they who most need to hear her fragrant words. No, Mazdur will be met with hostility. Of this he is sure. But Asura will watch over him and lead this one to those who may be willing. In this he has faith. Just as he has faith in the Lady of Dawn and Dusk herself.
Slaves! You cut a striking figure, Walker. There are... you again. How goes your holy work? Then the King of Thieves was watching over you! Let's see. Yes, this will do. Yes. Fine offerings for Rajin. Do not forget yourself when dividing spoils, or Rajin will think you a fool. Good thieves always take their cut. I bless you in the name of the sleek shadow! Fortune and fame are yours for the taking! Is Rajin a god? Do gods not have those who spread word of their deeds? This one is but a humble servant to a more deserving master. Of course, sleek one! This one does not need a temple to bend his god's ear. He will gladly ask for Rajin's favor on your behalf for a humble offering. Or perhaps you wish to hear a sermon. This one can provide objects of faith as well. King of Thieves, one of your faithful seeks your favor. This one humbly begs you spare a fraction of your ample sleekness for their benefit. There is a fresh glow about you. You are nearly as dashing Dasalzo once was. You jest! Rajin is the saint of subtlety. You will only ever know his presence if that is his desire. But he is always there, an unseen shadow. Trust Zaha. You are in the thief god's good graces. Come closer, Walker. And this one will regale you with a tale of Rajin. Long ago, on a night of new moons, the dark was so thick that shadows stretched to oblivion. No one dared to brave the night, but one crafty thief. He chose to walk the strands. Just so. On this night, they stretched through the lunar lattice and led the thief toward the faint glimmer of the stars, except the dancing lights were not the stars, but twilight caught in a realm of spun silver. Within, silky voices argued. 3 princes, clothed in shadows, each claiming dominion of the night. The thief drew closer, stepping along the web where the light had not been caught, and listened to their debate. As he crept unnoticed, the clever thief made a plan. He waited, patiently, quietly, as the princess talked in circles, learning all he could. Then, when the time was right, he stepped out from the shadows and announced himself. This one knows the night like no other. He would be honored to choose. Risky, for certain. 2 princes, sisters he could see, regarded the thief coolly. But the spinner of the silver web looked upon him hungrily. You are a little touch, little fly, but foolish to come buzzing into the spider's web. Seeing now that the thief was one of her chosen people, the Prince Azura stayed Mafala's hand. By your admission, this one knows the night better than any other. Who better to decide? Or do you fear the truth will be too ugly? All 3 princes agreed that the thief was a most worthy lover of the night, and each told him why they were obviously the best choice. When all was said and done, the thief knew his decision. Knowing she was as vain as she was dangerous, the thief approached Mafala and heaped on her great flattery. My prince! It was the night itself that led this lover to his mistress, so that he could steal a kiss. And so the thief embraced the night. And more so, the thief deftly ran his hands about Mafola, brrring sweet nothings in her ear, until his fingers touched upon the thing that really caught his eye. A ring on the finger of her 8th arm. Slipped it from her finger without the slightest notice. Such was the lightness of his caress and the skill of his tongue, and placed it on his own. With that, the thief vanished, and the legend of Rajin, the purring liar, was born. What else may this humble servant of Rajin do for the faithful? King of thieves! One of your faithful seeks your...
Have you found one of my master's treasures? He's always... Really? You look surprisingly sane for someone who's touched all 3 bottles. You must be incredibly resistant to... Well, it's none of my business. I cannot thank you enough. My master will be very pleased. I hope you didn't run into any trouble. Just one. The last person who returned these bottles found them under a pile of corpses. He was so affected by the wine that he purportedly spent the rest of his existence atop that mass of bodies. Fortunate. My master is a connoisseur of cursed collectibles. Wine, jewelry, paintings, people. Here is your reward. If you find more cursed items, please bring them here. I still hope that if his collection grows large enough, he'll no longer need me in it. Thank you again for returning my master's wine. I stole a cursed book from my master, and was punished by being trapped in this exact place, waiting to receive other stolen items. I've stared at this same wall of rocks for years, dreaming of using my legs again, if only to jump from this cliff. Never say his name, stranger. His name is more horrible than any curse.
Use an ancient Daedric artifact to heal. How dare the very Ansu interfere with their holy work?
Nisuzi welcomes you back, Walker. Did you finish the job?
Ah, yes.
Nisuzi can smell its citrusy aroma.
Ah!
Nisuzi?
If you ever older here, here's told that an ancient...
Seal the gates. Let no Euraxian enter this holy place.
Invaders! This one will not allow you to enter this holy place. You do not look like one of the Usurper Queen's soldiers. Who are you, and what are you doing down here? The Speaker of the Main sent you? This one expected we were on our own, what with the dragons and the battles to the north. Zamorak came down here to seal this path, but now he thinks the Uraxians seek the Grand Adept. Desert Wind holds many Khajiit secrets, and the keeper of those secrets is the Grand Adept. If you truly want to help, follow Zamorak to the Grand Adept's chambers. Nine Winds, no! Get to the door! Go! Save the Grand Adept! Zamorak cannot hold this for long! Go! This one will find another way inside.
You're too late. The Grand Adept revealed all before I killed her. None can deny Euraxia or her champion! You are no match for my power. You will fall like wheat before a blade. This can't be happening! Let Zumog Foom take my soul! Zumog Foom! This is the Necromancer's doing. Even in death, I continue to serve. He called it a blessing. Said it would protect me. Damn it! He claimed my soul! Please, you must help me. Release me from this curse! We came for an ancient secret, protected by the Grand Adept. She put up a good fight, I'll give her that. Zumog Foom seeks the location of the betrayer's body parts. I learned where the dismembered corpse was hidden. Now, please, help me!
You are wrong. The secret belongs to me. What the battle mage knew in life, she whispers to me in death. Soon Riverhole will fall, and the betrayer will be restored.
Let the fourth wind open the way. Grand Adept! No! Zamorak has failed. What has happened here? Who killed the Grand Adept? Zamorak thanks you for avenging the Grand Adept. But why did they attack this peaceful adeptorium? Why kill a harmless old student of the Desert Winds? The Usurper Queen made a mistake when she had the Grand Adept killed. Whatever they came to find had an unintended consequence. It has roused the students of the Desert Winds. Zamorak pledges the adepts to Gareshri's cause. Euraxia will fall. We are not many, but we are strong. The adepts of the Desert Wind will aid the city. Zamorak will see you there, after he makes sure the Grand Adept receives the proper blessings.
What is it?
Well?
Congratulations on finding the finest cloth merchant in all of Riverhold. Thadara can see that you are in desperate need of a renovation. Thadara was wondering how much longer she would need to keep this stinking thing in her shop. Thadara doesn't know what's inside, but it smells like hot horse cheeks. Your friend Rigger told you about the delivery fee? Yes? The courier who brought Rigger's rotten package was promised payment upon delivery. Thadara assumed someone would eventually come to claim its disgusting contents, so she paid the fee herself. It's only fair that Thadara be reimbursed, yes? You can see the courier's invoice for yourself. Thadara wouldn't want you to think you were being cheated. Everything seems correct, yes? Thank you, friend. Thadara had doubts about accepting a strange package that smells like curdled dog slobber, but it felt like the right thing to do. Please visit again if you'd like Thadara to help with your embarrassing sense of style.
I informed Garesh Ree and Chimera about what happened in Rimmon. They're mobilizing our remaining forces even as we speak. Now tell me, what did you learn at the Desert Wind Adaptorium? I often wondered who Cadwell was before he became a soul shriven. I know the tales of the betrayer, but I never equated the two. The Cadwell we know is so not that. We'll deal with Zumog Foom after we save Riverhold. Anything else to report? Well, that's a bit of welcome news. Many of the adepts have remarkable martial skills that we could surely make use of. Speaking of which, are you ready to help defend the city? For now, recover your strength and prepare yourself. Euraxia's forces will arrive soon, and we'll need you ready for the battle to come. And here, take this. Garesh Ree keeps handing me pouches, but I have little use for Khajiiti gold. Multiple Cadwells, necromancers, dragons, and now Euraxian soldiers marching on Riverhold. This day just keeps getting better and better. Yes, but Garesh Rhee's scouts report that they're on their way. Our parley seems to have aroused Euraxia's anger. What remains of Elsweyr's militia has taken up positions around town, but I fear they are too few in number. They need your help. Garesh Rhee has placed the defense of the city in Chimera's hands. She moves the Desert Wind adepts, every volunteer she could muster, and what remains of the militia like pieces on a game board. Report to her, and she'll give you your orders. Find Chimera outside and see what she...
I sent Chimera out to coordinate the city's defenses, while Tharn and I continue to refine our strategy. Can we hold this city, or should we fall back? I hope the battle mage can pull a miracle out of his ear, but we cannot count on that. Chimera knows Riverhold and its people well. Her training has prepared her for this. She is more than capable of organizing our defenses and converting our strategies into actionable tactics. She is very good at getting things done. When Euraxia first conquered our home, she occupied the entire upper tier of northern Elsweyr, from Riverhold to Rimmen. It took many years and much blood to retake the northwest and confine her to Rimmen. I have no doubt she will attack. It won't be easy, but our strategy is sound and Chimera excels at executing tactics. Between Captain Nalado's remaining warriors and the Desert Wind adepts you brought, we should have the forces we need, provided Euraxia does not send a dragon.
We need your cart to help barricade the city, Grishka. The maid will compensate you for any damage. I knew nothing good would come of Abner Tarn's efforts to make peace with the usurper queen. Now she turns her attention to Riverhold. We must protect the city, no matter what Euraxia throws at us. So many have answered the call. Zamorak and the Desert Wind adepts, the people of Riverhold. Even that strange Cadwell. And now you, Fiveclaw. Excellent! I have things that need to be done, but not enough hands to do them. If you are willing. The outlying farms are vulnerable to attack. We need to get the farmers inside the walls before Euraxia's forces arrive. Go to Greenleaf Farm and convince Zazie to move her family. After that, I will send word as to what I need you to do next.
Wait, Walker. Zamorak will accompany you. This one would go with you to the Greenleaf Farm. The farmers there were kind when Zamorak passed that way on his return. He would help you convince them to find safety inside the town. Exile. Circumstances force Zamorak to leave the land he loves. This one never imagined returning to Elsweyr, but here he is. Zamorak will help, though he prefers to utilize his healing skills over his martial abilities. Zamorak understands, but that may be easier said than done. The last time this one used his martial skills, well, things did not go well. We can discuss this more later. Now let us go help the farmers. The farm lies to the northwest of the town. The fastest way to reach the farm is through the gate in the western wall. Euraxians, here! We expected an attack from the east and south, but they've somehow encircled the town.
Get out, servant of the Usam. Who are you to burst into our home without permission? Wait, this one recognizes the brawny adept standing behind you. What do you want with Zazie and her family? The Euraxians are already here. They seem to be searching for something, though so far they have left us alone. But this one's mate and brother, Kinaro and Hirsch, they are still in the fields. And we will not run while our family remains separated. You would do that? Thank you, Walker. Kinaro would try to hide, but my brother, Hirsch, can be hot-headed, and he hates the Euraxians. This one's son plans to join the militia. Zazie would rather keep him safe, but a few small caves lie to the west in the hills. We use them for storage as they stay cool and dark, even on the hottest days.
I should be the one to search for father and uncle.
Stay back! Go away! Haven't you done enough? Zazie, is she safe? Thank Joan and Jode. Dark moons, what a disaster. The soldiers appeared and chased us out of the fields. Then they started digging. Hirsch threw a rock. They responded with an arrow. Now my mate's brother is dead. I heard one of the soldiers mention body parts. Such gruesome work. But no one is buried in our fields, at least as far as I know. Oh, Walker, I have no idea how Zazie will react to the news of Hirsch's death. Dark moons indeed.
This one will say the words to guide Hirsch to the sands behind the stars.
Thank you, Adept. I'll go and break the sad news to Zazie.
Go, Walker. Convince Zazie to take her family and flee. Zamarak will find you later, after he completes the rite. This one is not a defenseless farmer. He will say the words to guide Hirsch to the sands behind the stars. It is the least this one can do. Go, Walker. This one. When a true Khajiit dies, they are welcome to the sands behind the stars. There, they play and pray until the next bounce. The words that this one sings will summon Kenarthi to carry off Hirsch's soul. Zamarak wishes that were so. But if wishes were moon sugar, we would be buried under a mountain of sweetness. If this one had not failed a long time ago, none of this would be happening. Now Zamarak must perform this rite.
We all grieve for Hirsch, Mimiza.
This one's brother now walks the endless sands behind the stars. Zazi's sorrow is only eclipsed by the hatred she feels towards the Araxians. This one's brother would want us to stay here and defend our farm. Zazi would be a poor sister and a poorer matriarch of this family if she tucked her tail between her legs and slunk away. But... Damn you, Walker! We can't even spare a moment to take care of Hirsch's remains? No. The living are more important than the dead. We will go into the city. However, if this one gets killed anyway, she promises to haunt you.
Ah, Five Claw. Good. I have another task for you. I hoped to catch you before you were done here. I need you to head west. Nalado's scouts identified a number of Euraxian supply camps set up near the mountains. I want you to help Nalado and her soldiers disrupt the Euraxian supply lines. These western camps support the soldiers that encircle the city. Find the camps, startle their horses, and set fire to their wagons. Nalado's soldiers will grab whatever supplies they can, but your goal is to inflict mayhem and destruction. Once you scare off the horses and set fire to the wagons, that will be the signal for Nalado's soldiers to grab the supplies. Zumog Fum! He wants to resurrect the betrayer from the ancient tales of Kunzari. Ever since Abner Tharn made the Moonsingers recall those legends, we have been haunted by them. But that is the next problem. First, we must protect Riverhold. Do some damage, Five Claw.
Take and land. Grab what you can. Well done, Five. Let's talk over there. If those dungheads had proper tails, what we did to their supply camps would put a kink in them. One more small task, Five Claw, if you are willing. This one would have you help the strange one named Cadwell. Cadwell was adamant about helping our cause. He's been tinkering with bits and scraps, claims he's made traps to slow down the Uraxians. If you would, help the strange one set his traps where the Uraxians are sure to spring them. Cadwell works along the main road that heads south out of Riverhold. Make sure he doesn't blow himself to bits, yes?
So good to see you again. I missed you terribly. Now, mind where you step. I had no idea I could make such delightful murder toys. You don't want to stick a toe into any of them, though. Blew my little piggy right off. I can play a lute. Magnificent swordplay, my speciality. Can even make a delicious Daedra heart flambe. But these doodads that go kaboom just popped into my head while thinking about how to help the catfolk. I quite like the catfolk. Wouldn't that be remarkable? Decide you need to know something, and it just occurs to you in a flash of inspiration. Chocolate souffle. No, it didn't work. More likely, it's something I knew before they chopped my head off and scrambled my memories. Took it right off the old body, yes. Not that I recall details. Probably better that way. Anywho, you can help me arm the last few traps along the road. Just twiddle the spring and tweak the fiddly bit. Carefully. Watch. I'll show you. to armor traps. Just twiddle this bit like so, and... Oh dear. I'm fine. I twiddled when I should have tweaked, just a wee bit scorched. That's all. Happening again. Well, that's an evil-looking orc. A necromancer, I do believe. I recognize that tree. They're on their way to Riverhold. That's not good. Not good at all. I have enough trouble seeing through my own eyes, let alone someone else's. I hope this doesn't become a regular occurrence. The Betrayer's head. I'm not sure why we're connected or why it insists on showing me the most disturbing images. I saw an orc necromancer, dreadful chap. He's coming to Riverhold and he's bringing his nasty undead chums with him. Rubbish and poppycock. That makes no sense. What's the... Wait. I remember something. The Betrayer. Those loons, right before they... Well, we need to warn the cat people. The necromancer is coming and he's bringing undead. Riverhold with cats so bold. I'll see you there if truth be told.
Over here, 5 Claw. Let us talk.
They're definitely on their way, Chimera. Euraxians...
We must get inside and prepare to defend the town. Euraxia's forces are on their way. More undead. Just like at the Defense Force outpost. Regular troops are bad enough, but shambling corpses. They unsettle even the most seasoned Khajiiti warrior. We need to warn Gareshri. Almost. I wish we had another day and another pride of warriors. But our claws are sharp. Finish your business, then tell me when you are ready. We will enter the town, clear the streets, and set the final defenses before we report to Gareshri.
Report, Kamira.
The Euraxians have necromancers in their ranks.
The usurper Queen Bear sent undead against us. 5 Claw, find Captain Naledo and warn her.
Strike hard! Drive back the Euraxians! 5 Claw, did the speaker send orders?
Riverhold belongs to Queen Euraxia, cats!
Grave robbing cur!
Every death is just a new recruit for Euraxia's army!
This one hates killing the same fools again and again! This one must warn the other.
The necromancer's spell will animate every corpse in town. But this one has an idea. Meet Zamarak at the temple, and maybe we can disrupt the spell. River holes. This one must be a priest to memorize the inscription. They spilled blood in this sacred place. Keep the undead away, Walker. Deal with the undead while Zamarak recites the prayer. Vakri Fatim. The spring moon has sanctified the ground. Let us proceed to the summer moon. Deal with the undead while this one activates the pillar of the summer moon. Oh, green, Yashin. One more, the pillar of the winter moon, near Kahajab Hall. Vaba Kri Frisin. The moon pillars are activated. Riverhold is sanctified.
It's working. The dead are dead again. Wait. Something is coming.
Dark moons! Dragons!
We can't fight dragons!
This one will order the retreat.
Such pathetic creatures. Before Khal granted you insignificant morsels.
No. Riverhold belongs to the Khajiit.
Kamira, consider your next words very carefully.
Now I'll speak the words my people need to hear. We are Khajiit. We are the children of Alkosh, the daughters and sons of Joan and Jode. We do not run, even from dragons.
Bolokdan, prove your worth. Destroy these paltry insects.
Stand with me, people of Anequina, for I am Kamira, daughter of King Hemakar. I am your queen. Now, Five Claw! Use the ballista and drive the dragon to the ground! Shown that the Khajiit will not run, not even from a dragon!
All hail Kamira, daughter of King Hemakar and Queen Numara!
Soon, Rimmen and all of Anequina will once again belong to us. The reign of the usurper queen nears its end. On this, I give you my word as the heir of Anequina, the daughter of King Hemakar, and the true queen of Rimmen.
We have plans to make. War Council, with me.
The speaker is correct. There's still work to do. Let's convene in Kahajab Hall.
Thank you for helping defend Riverhold from the Usurper Queen's forces. And killing a dragon. That was amazing. I just wish Chimera had not revealed herself in quite so open a fashion. Chimera is indeed the daughter of King Hemekar and Queen Numara. She alone survived the murder of the royal family and has served as my aide ever since. The men and I hope to reveal her identity after we had the Euraxia situation more well in hand. A mistake? No. I trust her instincts. She will make a good queen for our people. But Chimera lets her emotions get the better of her, and she can be reckless. I worry that those tendencies could end her rule before it truly begins. Euraxia killed most of the palace staff and quickly spread word that the royal family was dead. Chimera hid in plain sight, often working far from Rimmon, and her pendant protects her from magical detection.
You killed a dragon. Impressive, but don't let it go to your head. It was just one, and not even that large of a specimen. Plus, of course, no one will remember your feat. They're all going to be talking about the return of their queen. I had every faith in your ability to handle the situation. There was no need to intervene and tarnish your moment of glory. Besides, my considerable strategic skills serve the Khajiiti cause better than my battle magic. I leave the mayhem to you. Honestly, I had no idea. Chimera's rousing words were all well and good, but it will take more than inspiring speeches and old siege weapons to take down my half-sister. Based on recent events, only one course of action makes sense. We must strike at Rimmon and remove my half-sister from the throne before she rallies her forces. First, however, take this. Compensation for stopping the undead and killing a dragon. My half-sister continues to be an embarrassment to our family name. The time has come to deal with Euraxia. Permanently. Half-sister. And yes, if it comes to that. Euraxia conquered Rimmon without authorization. She oppressed the Khajiit, unleashed hordes of undead, and made a deal with the dragons. If we don't depose her, I hate to imagine what she'll do next. Who said anything about a direct assault? Subterfuge is called for. I suggest a small group slip into the palace, locate Euraxia, and remove her from the throne by any means necessary. Talk to Garesh Ree. He knows someone who can get us inside.
Now that I have revealed my true heritage, we need to act quickly, Lord Speaker.
I agree with the princess. The time has come to remove my half-sister from the throne.
Queen Tarn. I have not been a princess in a very long time.
I stand corrected. Queen Chimera. You said you had a way to get us into the palace, Lord Speaker?
I do. Fireclaw, let us speak. Like most of Abnur-Tharn's plans, it is both brilliant and daring. If it has any chance to succeed, however, we need a way to get a small force into the palace without being seen. Luckily, I may have an answer. The former custodian of the palace, he knew the place like the back of his paw. Remarkably, he survived Euraxia's conquest and the purge of the royal family. Find him, and he should be able to provide us with an unseen path into the palace. Aneshi. He served as castellan for Rimmon Palace under King Hemekar. You can find Aneshi southeast of here, where he now cares for a shrine to the ancient hero, Kunzari. Learn what he knows. Then meet the rest of the strike force in Rimmon.